On this week's show, Dr. Logic Gate, Mr. Jose Abelos is joining us live as well as another special guest. Lots to talk about this week on episode number 70 of the Inside Infinity podcast.
What's up, guys? This is John Vignacchi, executive producer on Disney Infinity, and you are listening to Inside Infinity, the first official Disney Infinity podcast on the net.
Inside Infinity is brought to you with support from Eviloss Customs. Eviloss.com is your number one place for Disney Infinity related customs. It's not too late to get those early Christmas gifts. Head over to Eviloss.com for custom Disney Infinity figures. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 70 of the Inside Infinity podcast. I'm laughing over here because you just missed the crazy dance party that Jose and Pirate were having.
So yeah, we had a dance off. Jose totally whooped me.
He did. I'm glad you said it. I didn't want to have to be the deciding vote.
So.
Well, welcome everyone to this week's show. This is going to be our kind of special holiday show. It's pre-recorded, so it was recorded before the day of broadcast, but that's okay. We have an awesome group tonight. We have fun stuff to talk about. So to my, next to me, the man himself, Dr. Logic Gate. Jose, how are you doing, buddy? That's like your Disney parks like parade wave that you had going on there.
Yeah, let's just say that. Let's get in the spirit.
There you go. That's what I like to see. You've seen the show before. You know we are all about the hats on this show.
Yeah. Okay. Now there we go. Hello, everyone.
I like that you still have the. Is that the price tag on there? In the front there.
It is the price tag.
That's how you can return it after the show.
Okay, I'll have to be the entire
show. So welcome, Jose. For those that don't know Jose, you probably do without realizing it. Works for Avalanche Studios. He is, or Avalanche Software. Excuse me, Avalanche Software. Toy box designer, toy box mentor, one of the toy box artists that they hired this last year. We can still say that because it's 2014. Can't wait to hear about how you became part of the team and just a little bit more about you. But before we do that, Jose, let's hand it over to Pirate Steven. Welcome back, Pirate Steven. It's been a long time, buddy. We were expecting you to have a beard on tonight's show, but you shaved beforehand.
Shaved right before the show. That little black beard action going on, and I'm glad to be back. It's been a long time. We've been rotating guests on the show, and it's been very entertaining. I've enjoyed watching it as well.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, but the show has missed you, and no matter how hard Steve C tries, he can't beat the Pirate Steven. You sir hold the reins for the best Steves on the show.
Awesome. I mean, for stars, you have finished the playsets.
Yeah, that's.
It's true.
There we go. 3 minutes and.
Still love you, Steven.
3 minutes.
All three of them.
Yeah.
We love you, Steve Krillin.
Yeah, we do, buddy. We're just playing with you, but we love to see what time it starts, where all the heckling starts, and you made it at 3 minutes and 26 seconds. So, brought on by Jose himself. No, but in all seriousness, so Pirate, you and Jose know each other pretty well, and so I definitely wanted you two on the show together to ask all those really enlightening questions.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Jose is one of the official mentors of the Toy Box, and he is very helpful on the forums like DisneyInfinityFans.com and on Twitter. Anybody that asks him a question, he's right there with it. I'm very impressed that he's so into the community. Because Jose, you didn't play much of Disney Infinity 1.0, correct? Before you were hired?
No, not really. I mean, I did buy the game. I played through as much as I could, but in the end, at the time I was super busy with grad school. I was studying level design at the Guildhall at SMU in Texas. And so I wasn't like, working all day making levels and then, take a break to make levels because obviously no. So, and then, yeah, it was way, way, way too crazy at that time. So, but I did play Infinity from day one. I did pre-order the game. I got Captain Barbosa.
Nice.
Yeah, he's the man.
But
It's really
you weren't in like big in, or knew how big the community was until you got to Avalanche, right?
honestly being like brutally honest. I didn't know how big the community was until after I joined the team. So it's like, wow, what is there a community like that big? Yeah, I was genuinely like surprised and shocked, and then humbled by the reception I got from the community because I know that many people applied for this position, and I ended up also being part of it. So I don't know how I'm going to be received and all that, but the response has been amazing, and I'm like super happy for all the people I've met through the forums and well also at the summit.
Yeah. Well, I remember Pirate and I talked a long time ago. It's like all of a sudden we see this new face on the forums that seems to know what he's talking about, and he's really engaged in the community. So I think it's also really cool that you were not only welcomed with open arms by the community, but you also involved yourself so much because the community in this game is such a big part of it. And you know what? You jumped right in and got involved, which is awesome.
No, yeah, I mean, one of the main reasons why I've gotten like so involved and thankful for this was because I got to be part of this team because of the community. So it was like the proper way of pay it forward, trying to help as much as I could. Even and some of the responses from people I've gotten have been incredible. Like I still remember one person who asked me, "Hey, what about Rapunzel's hair? Like she clipped with a feed." Okay, and I actually talked to the animators. Hey, do you know why this is happening? And I talked to the person back, and just a reaction from them for something that took me like 2 minutes.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
think about the access. That's not something that anyone would have the ability to find out if it wasn't for someone like you who's that engaged in reaching out. And it may be a 2-minute conversation for you, but that's a conversation that lots of people out in the world may not be too bothered to have. So
No, thank you. Sorry, I know that almost in the forums, I almost become like the Jose ghost. Every time somebody mentions my name, I'm like, oh, oh.
well, you have a tendency of doing that in the chat room while we're recording the show live too.
No, no, no. I won't do the Mickey Mouse voice. I
Oh,
can't.
you have to.
We heard you do a great impression of Mickey.
Huh?
We heard you do a good impersonation of Mickey.
What? Oh, what is it, pal? Hello, pirate.
That's pretty good.
Oh, gosh. Thank you, Will.
That's good. The one I usually do is Donald when he's mad. I go.
Oh my gosh.
Your friends in the community team, they think you laugh like the Joker, so we just got a little bit of that as well, and look like the Joker. True.
Come on, give us a laugh.
Yeah.
You don't want to laugh?
What about? I heard you're also the best singer on the team. Is that true?
With my imitation of Careless Whisper.
No.
No, when we were no, I still remember I once was doing a live stream, just doing a block art, and I start, and then suddenly Parrot Steven joins in. It's like somebody told me Jose was singing Careless Whisper.
Grab my headset and sing along.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I heard. What about some "Let It Go"? Do you know that song? Have you heard that before?
We have to dance it. Let it go. Every time somebody like, even for example, when Patrick gets grumpy with something, Patrick, you know the word. Let it go. Yeah, there's a lot of songs that we have at the office. We have that one. We have also from Tim and Eric, Tortinos. Tortinos. I don't know if you've seen that sketch for Tortino's Pizza. I don't
No.
know.
No.
We also have a cover that some person did of My Heart Will Go On, but on a recorder, and it's the most hilarious cover ever. Yeah, I don't know.
This
I'll
is
let you just look on YouTube. My Heart Will Go On recorder.
okay.
Like there's like some like sometimes like a girl every night in my, and then she starts looking at the camera like Livingston.
It sounds like a fun group to hang out with at work.
Oh man. Okay, so yeah, the dynamic in the office can be like, okay, Quinn is the pun master. Every time he starts saying with puns, I am like, oh no, not the puns, not the puns.
We got a little bit of that when he was on the show.
Oh yeah, no. Even though we put him on the spot. Yeah, so yeah, he's the pawn master. He's like, and thanks to him now, every time I like do a beeping sound, I he starts with the epic sax man. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, he's like, what's that? Take a look at this. And it's like that song, but with a walrus playing the sax. So yeah.
Oh.
So who gave you your Dr. Logic Gate nickname?
That was Chad. That was Chad Liddell, actually. And this was because before the summit, I was like still having the name in the forums Jose.Avalos because it wasn't feeling particularly creative when I made the name.
Perfect for
No,
a
that's
man in your
really-
position.
Yeah. Yeah. And as such, where Chad was like, well, I know that Patrick is Papa Echo and so on, but we can call you like that. And since I was like the logic man, not logic master, but since I was more focused on logic, and since every time they ask me something, my answer would involve, oh, just put a logic gate in there. Okay, first, put a logic gate for every answer.
That's
So,
like Dr. Logic Gate's motto.
yeah. Yeah, no, and I mean that's how you can do things like for example, fight fighters. All
Uh-huh.
this for recording who is winning and who is not, with the live bar. That was just logic gates.
Just
Well,
just walk in the park. It's just Logic Gates.
yeah. Yeah, no, that those were all logic gates. Also, all the scoring system, for example, in What Disney Original Are You,
Mm.
is just a series of logic gates and counters.
So you obviously know Logic Gates pretty well, and you got the name Dr. Logic Gates because you know it so well. How did you become such a expert at logic?
Well, it all starts with undergrad because I studied in a place far, far away, like southern from Mexico,
Okay.
even more to the south, called Chile. I don't know. I
Geography lesson of the day.
It's in South America, right? See, I knew that. By Brazil.
Yeah, it's somewhere that is not the United States.
So are you a doctor as well, or?
No, not a doctor. That's where I studied first in undergrad. Basically, computer science.
Okay.
So programming, C++, C Sharp, and everything. So I had that logic vein from the beginning. And then, also I exercised it even more on grad school. So that's why basically what I've been doing, like programming and things with logic for 10 years or something.
Okay.
So that's where the vein comes from. And I don't know. There are some things that I'm proud of, like the What Disney Original Are You? Because that day was like, Patrick, hey, Jose, you know what would be fun? A BuzzFeed. I was like, How did you do that? So it all started as an experiment because I really wanted to know how you could compare numbers. So that was a challenge in doing it. And then Tyler took like I had all the gameplay flow, and he basically made all the visuals. So all the magic, like the sky changes and all that, that was all him. So Tyler, yay!
Shout out
I
to
hope
Tyler.
that was a shameless plug.
So you were awesome at the summit. You were up the entire night with everybody, and everybody's like all tired, and your spirits are high. Like you didn't even look tired at all, and you
Oh man, there
funny on
were
the spot with the
some
logic.
parts of the night where I was like, "Oh no, everything breaks!" Like when we were all tired, 6 o'clock in the morning, 3 hours before we were done. Oh man, yeah, that part was hard.
Well, that was good because like, you didn't have to stay all night, but you did, and that was impressive. But I mean, who wouldn't want to? It was like the best slumber party ever, right?
Yeah, I mean, with so much Red Bull, obviously it has to be.
Didn't you even go out your way and like make a Red Bull run and bring it back to
Oh yeah,
folks?
yeah,
That was
we did
awesome.
that with Lauren with meningitis. Yeah, so he's like, "What do you want? 2 Red Bulls. What do you want? Give me 3."
Yeah, it's like 2 Red Bull this hour. Give me 3 next hour.
Yeah, no, it's like yeah, that's how we got one for pretty much everyone. The only one who didn't was like maybe Model Train Man. I don't know. It would have been interesting, but
And you did the and during that summit, we got to see your Marble Madness level. That's so awesome. And
yeah, not Marvel Madness. It's called Remote Bowling H.
yeah,
The
remote
original, well, the
HD,
original
right?
name was called Disney Madness, but then they asked me to change the name because oh no, what? It was like oh yeah, fine, but yeah, it was definitely inspired by Marvel Madness, and I'm still like happy even when I saw the winners of the Big Hero 6 challenge.
Yeah,
The
the
winners of
soccer
the
one.
soccer.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like we seen this box somewhere.
that
No,
one
I
looks.
actually no, I actually felt pretty flattered that that the box that you did also inspired someone else to do a box in that similar style.
And they got first place too. So there you go.
Yeah, there you go. Boom.
There's a method to the doctor's madness.
Yeah, the office can be crazy. We like, especially like Tyler's. He has one figure, a Link figure, and he basically is posable and all that. So every day, what pose is Link gonna be in? Or even when I leave late, which I usually do, I try to leave it in some other pose.
How he's gonna know? He watches the show.
Mm.
Just hold on
Yeah,
yourself.
no.
So on the forums, your little avatar is Robin Hood. Is that one of your favorite characters? Speaking of,
Look at
whoa,
that
there
thing.
he is.
That should tell you enough.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, actually, this was a suggestion from the forums by Mr. Skeleton. He gave me the link, and I'm like, yes, come on. No, but thank you. I really appreciate it. It's so cool. I love it. So yeah. So let's say that I really want him to be in Infinity. Maybe Robin Hood for Infinity 3.
This is your vote.
I think that's a good choice. I mean, they already have Merida's bow and arrow and Hawkeye, so why not? Robin Hood should be all the gameplay's there.
It wouldn't be a fair competition. It wouldn't be a fair competition. Yeah, come on. He can correct arrows in midair and hit it in the bullseye.
That's true. That's true.
You can't beat
But-
him.
If they're gonna add him, I kind of need Baloo too. When Baloo was Baloo as Little John, but yeah,
He'll
that's
have a reason.
Robin Hood would be cool. I don't think we don't have any Robin Hood in the game now, do we?
We have a little blockhead.
A blockhead. Okay, cool.
Oh, sorry, townspeople.
Yeah.
The townspeople, yeah. And I remember last summer somebody did for the Disney movie. I think it was Disney movie mashup. They did a Robin Hood toy box, so you should probably check that out.
If I
Yeah,
can.
Robin
Yeah,
Hood. Be
I'll
cool.
try to look for it.
Yeah, I'll try. I'll look it up if you can't find it. But yeah, Robin Hood would be a good
Yeah, I
addition.
know
Oh,
that he's not the most popular character, and I know that there's so many characters that I would love to see in Infinity, not just Robin. Oh man, where do we even start? Really?
at the beginning, go ahead.
We have all night.
Okay. No, so let's start with Oswald. So the first one, you said from the beginning.
It's true.
So yeah,
Yeah, and Oswald's pretty popular. They brought him back at California Adventures for meet and greets
really,
recently.
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So he's there, and then the whole Epic Mickey is kind of like
Mhm.
regenerated.
Oh yeah.
So he'd be a good
I love
choice.
that relationship that there was between Mickey and Oswald in that game.
Mhm.
Like Oswald being the resentful big brother until at the end it's like, okay, let's be bros.
Let's be friends.
No, let's be bros. So it was more of a bromance at the
Okay.
end.
So what's your favorite playset?
From 1.0 or 2.0?
Either.
Oh, why not?
All right. From 1.0, I would say Lone Ranger. Lone Ranger, I just love, being able to hop on the train and then, with the machine guns and riding on the horse. The special packs like the Silent Warrior and what was it called? The Thunder Hooves, I think it was called.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so all in all, that was super cool. And my second favorite would be Pirates.
Did you see Lone Ranger before you played the Disney Infinity?
I haven't seen Lone Ranger.
Okay.
I have not seen the movie yet.
Yeah, the movie's like I remember seeing the movie in July, and I think Disney Infinity was originally supposed to come out in June, so that was going to be like their cool Lone Ranger playset coming out. You can buy it when the movie comes out, and then it got pushed back to August. But I remember as soon as I saw that movie, I was like, this is going to be an awesome playset.
Yeah, it was really, really good. And then Pirates, because, just being around on the ship and then fighting the other ships, that was so cool. And exploring the islands, that was a really cool playset too. And from 2.0, I think I'll have to go with Spider-Man. Because, let's go with, Avengers. I had a lot of fun playing it in co-op with Patrick. So he was Iron Man, I was Iron Man. So, and we had our figures like stretching each other. Teamwork! So yeah, and it was fun, even though almost every objective was, punch frost giants in the face. And oh yeah, no, it was fun, but most missions were like that. Like,
Right.
And then Guardians was really cool, but the thing is that it also got over too quickly. I wanted more of that playset because it was so cool to explore the whole space station and finding all the secrets with all the characters. And Spider-Man to me hit that like sweet spot between variety and just swinging around with Spider-Man or Venom, which was for me my main character. I had a blast just swinging through. And then when I was like in the sewers or inside the missions, I would use Iron Fist. I didn't expect him to like him that much.
Everyone says that.
No, honestly, I'm such a noob for comics that it's like, Iron who? No, really, I had no idea who Iron Fist was.
Well, no, that's my point. Is that everyone?
Awesome.
Yeah, that they did such a good job with that character. Everyone seems to love him.
Yeah, no, just
I've heard that from a lot of people. They play in Infinity, and it's really bringing people to Marvel. Like they're buying comic books now, and they're doing their research, and they want more Marvel. These are the people that are like, "Where's my Disney characters?" Now they're like, "I want more Marvel,"
right?
Because they're learning about all these new people that are out there. So it was the perfect cross-brand marketing that they were going for with the game. I thought that was brilliant. That it worked.
Totally.
Yeah, Iron Fist was super, super fun to play as. Then what else? Oh, and it also had to me maybe I don't know if my absolute favorite place at the moment, but the final fight against Mysterio.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like, like it was a cool mix of fighting and puzzle elements.
Mhm.
That fight was really, really cool.
Yeah, I did that fight, and then I was like, "This is awesome!" And then we beat him, and I felt like that should have been the end of the game. And I'm like, "Oh, we
Yeah.
gotta go and get a Green Goblin."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wish that at the end, I don't know, like you could have fought the Green Goblin hand on hand or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, but still, to me, the final fight against Mysterio makes up for it.
Yeah.
So I did enjoy it. I did enjoy the ramblings from J. Jonah Jameson, as you were
Yeah.
speaking. Gloria, I think is that we all with the Green Goblin, everything will be fine and dandy, and there'll be rainbows.
Hey, let's see that 2 liter again. You're drinking a 2 liter? I know Will likes to have the biggest bottle. Oh,
I like it. I like it. You're showing me up, Jose. It's like initiation for the show, is having a big drinking
Big
apparatus.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I drink soda all the day. I shouldn't.
Nah. Worst things in the world.
Pretty much.
We're not going to judge you on that. We'll judge you on far more interesting things.
Okay.
drinking soda all day and playing video games. I mean, come on, that's a life. And you got interviewed by Marvel.com recently, right? That's a bucket.
Yeah, that was an email interview that we go, hey, would you like an interview with Marvel? I don't want to be with Marvel. No, obviously, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, that was kind of surreal. Even though it was a kind of a short interview, it was like surreal. In fact, I think the whole thing, how the whole process happened, that I got to join Disney, I still couldn't process it, and in some ways, I still can't.
So tell us a little bit about that. I mean, did you go to school planning to either make video games or make video games for Disney, or how'd this all come about?
Not necessarily like just Disney, but from the beginning, like almost when undergrad. Okay, I'll study computer science so I can, work in games. Still have it.
It's almost like it's a graduation tassel on the front of your hat.
Okay, and that was the reason why I also went to grad school, because okay, I know that if I go to grad school, I'm gonna be able to meet more people who are also going to be in the industry, and help me get a foothold on it, and also having the opportunity to work here in the States. Because just to give you an example, the size of the industry in Chile is around the same size as Avalanche.
Wow.
Combined, like all the companies combined, is
That's
around
crazy.
the same size as Avalanche. So it's super, super small. And well, when you have most of the games that I love being developed here in the US, I really wanted to work here in the States. This is where it's at. So, well, I studied, level design, and how it all came about to joining this was that one of the companies that I was interested in was Avalanche. The only position they had was senior game designer. And nobody gets a senior position out of grad school. Nobody, ever. So I went to GDC, the Game Developers Conference in San Francisco. I got a couple contacts with a company that makes really, really, really good open world games. I won't name the company. And, well, had an on-site interview, and it didn't work out. After 2 weeks where I was like barely a functioning human being, like F5 every 2 minutes in the email inbox to see if I get an answer. And then this was a Thursday at 10 p.m. And it's like, I'm sorry that it didn't work out. We told you that this would work out, but it can't. And I was like, I was like singing all by myself and eating ice cream. And then I don't know why, call it fate, I don't know. I decided to check the Disney careers website. and there was this position open. And so I applied by basically showing the description of the position said, okay, we want somebody who is really good at the creativity, especially in scripting. And since that was my specialty, I basically mentioned some of the things I had done. Like I turned Gears of War from a third-person shooter into an adventure game, kind of like Grim Fandango, with
Wow.
conversation system, inventory system, and all that. Turn it into a completely different genre.
That's awesome.
Yeah, even though it's not the best adventure game, I'm still proud that I could manage to even do it.
Yeah, because the game is literally like nothing but hardcore action.
Oh yeah, it is. So it's like, okay, what is the most on Gears thing that I can do? Adventure. So yeah, and well, one thing led to another. Talking with Chad, then I think that in less than a month I had the offer, and even then we're just waiting for the final call from Disney. I was like, I want a phone call.
You didn't want a repeat of last time, right?
Not just that, it's also the fact that because of visa stuff, I
Hmm.
had to get working before September, or else back to Chile, and I
Oh,
didn't want that. And especially breaking into this industry is really hard. It really is. So I don't know. I still think I've lucked out a lot. I'm not gonna lie. That's the simple truth. I basically won the lottery.
that's
I really
awesome.
did. So it was like just the perfect mix between things that I love, between like Disney scripting and all that, and also what they were looking for, because they were looking for a person who was really good at scripting that had more experience. Well, and that's a way how you complement each other in the team. Because, for example, Patrick, Tyler, and Stuart are really good world builders or making visuals. I'm terrible at that. I'm terrible. I can't do a pixel art. So Pirate, like, I don't know how can you do that. Like when I saw you making Sandar at the for your Summit toy box, I can do that. I can't. I'm I'm a dummy. I was like, well, not, and then, but yeah. How you pixel art? Uh, no, literally, to see how bad I am with visuals. At the company party we had, which basically they brought Disneyland to Salt Lake City. And one of the things they allowed you to do was making ornaments. And they only give you a white star. And then you could see people, like, carefully doing, with glitter and all that. Like, I don't know what to do. So I just put glue. Then I put different random kinds of glitter. And then in the back, I like glitter.
And is
Let's
that hanging on your tree now, or
huh?
is that ornament on your tree?
I left it there. No, and the worst part is that I would then ask people, okay, guess which ornament I did? And they were all pointing at some really ugly ones, but not mine. It's like, oh, come on, you're giving me too much credit. Oh, here we go.
Let's
Can
see.
you see that? Oh, no, the backlight.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, a little bit.
I like glitter.
You do like
Yeah,
it.
it does. That's hilarious.
Oh, and this was my masterpiece. Oh, crap.
I love how consistent and uniform the glitter is.
No, because I didn't know that at first you had to put the glue on it so the glitter would stay on it.
Wait,
So
were
I
you just
made all
like
the
dumping
different
things of glitter
patterns,
on it?
and then I moved it. And all the glitter went down. I was like,
Glitter is really big in Chile, I hear.
I have the right to be fabulous any day now.
It's true.
Even the day after, I still had glitter on my face and in my clothes.
And that was an accident.
Let's go with that. Let's go with that. It was an accident.
So you're the programmer of the group, which makes you rubbish at building worlds. Is that what you're saying?
Rubbish at making things look pretty.
Okay.
I can make so yeah. I can't do that, but I mean I can do it, but I'm not gonna be nearly as good as Patrick, Stewart, or Tyler.
What?
And I'm also, not as good as making, dialogue that flows kind of like the way that Quinn does it. So he's really good at making puns, and I can't.
That's awesome, though. I mean, that's the running theme, and we've had this discussion with the other Toy Box mentors that have been on the show. Is that it's about complementing each other's strengths, right? I mean, you don't have to be what's the saying, a jack of all trades, an expert at none. No, you can be an expert at certain crafts, and then the rest of the team can kind of fill in those blanks to make a really polished finished product.
Yeah, because in the end, the hardest part of making a toy box, and Pirate probably knows this, is finishing it.
Ugh.
That reaction was genuine.
Yeah, like the one I'm working on now, like I have the intro done, and this is the best toy box ever, but nothing else.
Yeah, no,
It's all written down on how to do it, but yeah.
No.
Yep. Some of my favorite artists, and I know you're good friends with them too. The Daddy, Daddy 3.
Oh,
I don't know how to do that.
I know, like in the summit. Do you remember how they work at the summit? They were like, I don't know, they form a
they're identical twins, and they use their twin powers putting their heads together. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, so they put their head, one of them like this, and the other one. No, they have done amazing stuff. I mean, they show me their pictures of like the one that they did for the Parks Challenge.
Yeah.
The Disneyland Paris, mm-hmm. or the Avengers one, where they did the Capitol. It was like, whoa! And even I'm surprised many times.
Everybody watching this has to play the Disneyland Paris board because it's amazing. They're going to add to it because they only have 3 of the lands, and they'll eventually build the whole park. But it is ridiculous. I'm like, great! I don't have to fly there to go to the park anymore.
There you go.
Think how much money they just saved me. But yeah, they're incredible.
I mean, yeah, you can still enter for free, given
right. But we play the. Like I look at their stuff and I'm like that. Just like you, that would take me months to build what they did in hours.
Yeah, no, they do amazing stuff. I'm many times surprised by the creativity or some of the uses people use for the toys, like the Daddy Twins, using the bowling ball on the background, invisible, to give that panning camera effect.
Yeah.
At the Capitol, they did the same thing on Disneyland Paris, or even what recently Mighty Jadis did with her Big Hero 6 box, with the animation of Baymax. I'm like, oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, I just started working with the color changing blocks, and those things take forever, and it looks outstanding, but it's only for like 10 seconds worth of work. Like you will spend hours on something that will be on the screen for like 10 seconds. It's kind of like real animation. But the color changing blocks are awesome.
Yeah, they're really good. They're really good. Yeah, I mean, I know that we've asked later for later versions of Infinity so that they can have extra functionality or logic when it becomes a specific color instead of color change.
Oh,
yeah,
work.
Yeah, that's
well,
cool.
I don't know. I still remember when I did the tutorial for those on YouTube that I linked them up, like 3 of them, and every time they change color, first one change color to the second one, and then the third one, and then the third one changes color to the first. So they would always be changing colors. That's the fastest way to do a seizure.
So we should mention you did all the YouTube tutorials, which everybody, as soon as the game came out, they're like, where are they? Where are they? They released them and everybody loved them.
I mean, we work on them before the game came out, actually. And there was a lot of approval things. But then in the end, we got a boost, and thankfully now they're out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like, what I work on, like, more or less 3 weeks would have never come out.
Yeah, it's
So yeah.
such a great tool just to be able to go on YouTube and watch a video of one of the masters uh,
Oh,
of how they
oh.
do it. But I'm thinking like 10 years from now, people will not even know what YouTube is, so they have to figure out video games by themselves. Now you can just go on YouTube. Oh,
Seriously, right?
that's how that
Yeah,
doctor guy.
I mean, that's what we had to do with one, more or less. Chad actually did quite a few videos there
Oh,
for a little bit, but not as many as you, Jose. And it's a good compliment, I think, to 2.0 because 2.0 does teach you a lot of those things more so than the first game did. But it still is. There's only so much space, right? And so that's where.
there, there is a lot of complexity. I
Mhm.
mean, things you can do. I mean, like building an environment, okay, it's more or less self-explanatory. See, okay, how things fit. But doing really sophisticated stuff, I mean, it can take a while to master, a long time, especially with things like I don't know ah the replayer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
the
replay was the big one at 1.0. That was the best logic toy. Now you got like
yeah,
70 something logic toys that are really
yeah,
cool.
I know, but even then, like, well, to me, that's one of the best things that improved in the toy box from 1.0 to 2.0, just the usability factor, especially when it came to the replayer, because beforehand you had to put four,
Yeah,
ticker plates on the
Mhm.
floor, one logic connection for each. Ah,
that took forever. And people were leaving
and
those
on it,
little target areas. Ugh, totally better now.
Yeah.
yeah, it is. So, and also, a lot of things. Well, thanks to thanks to the community, we've been able to, get many things that, okay, these are things that can improve, or hey, this isn't working, as expected, and things that were, in the patch. Like for example, when you were talking about the cameras, the target cameras
Hmm.
that wouldn't
Yeah,
disappear. Yeah, now thankfully now they're fixed, so we
I
can all see
love it.
your block art in all its
Favorite
glory.
patches.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So I
That
mean,
was just for you, Pirate.
Obviously.
Well
No,
respected
it
member of
helps
the.
a lot. It helps a lot when things work. But the patch, when it came out, I haven't really seen any or had any complaints on my end on it. I know there's some other things that still exist, but yeah, my toy boxes haven't been too affected
yeah.
yet.
Well, there will be a new patch coming out. It should be either by the end of the year or really early next year. So there
Good
will
to
be
know.
another, especially for that issue that people reported with the scalable barrier blocks,
Yeah.
with the graphics memory. Now that's fixed.
Awesome.
So it
Are
should.
you allowed to talk about what you're working on? Like, are we gonna see more toy boxes from you in the next coming months, or are you working on more videos? Or
No, I'm not working really so much on the toy box anymore. I gotta ask. Well, let's say that I'm working now on the future of Infinity.
good?
That's a tease right there. I like it.
Yeah, that's a tease. So
You
unless
heard it
it's
here
like,
first, folks. Infinity 5.0 is coming out.
You heard that? He's working on the future. Tomorrowland.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome
yeah,
though. So I mean, obviously you're still working with the other members of the team, but I talked with you guys at the summit, and the community team, for lack of a better term, kind of came on board pretty soon before 2.0 came out. I mean, you guys were able to work on some things that were coming out on day one, but for the most part, it was toy box related stuff that would be after the fact. So it's kind of cool that sounds like you're a little more involved with, like you said, the future of Infinity, which is not necessarily the here and now stuff we might see in future
well,
iterations.
even then, some part of the community member work in things that you can see in 2.0. For example, Stuart was in charge of decorating, prettying up the whole area that was the introduction to the
Hmm.
toy box. Not so much the layout, but making sure that the area looked great.
Hmm. Which it
So
did
that
or
was Stuart.
does.
Oh yeah, no. So and now, well, uh, it's
We
I
understand.
don't know how much comfortable or how much I can talk about this, but right now, for example, even in some cases, you have the artists that tell you, okay, we want to say make these pieces. What do you think of these pieces? Or what pieces do you think we can improve? And we give them feedback, and then now we see the new pieces in the game. So there's been a lot of back and forth between, for example, the environment artists and us, and it's been amazing.
That's great. So
And
more collaboration.
yeah, there's been a lot of collaboration, and I admit that I geek out almost every day because I also work um, really close to the concept art team and the character artists, the ones who actually make the toys. So every day I can, I step through the concept art wall. It's like, oh, they're doing this, character, or even they tell me, oh yeah, you're our biggest fan because I like, oh, you're doing.
You know what?
They're gonna move your office.
Yeah. Jose, they're probably trolling you. They're probably like just making stuff that they know you're gonna love, but they would never make it into the game just so you could like geek out as you walk by their offices.
I feel like you're gonna walk by their office and you're like, Despicable Me minions. What the hell? That's not Disney. That's
No, there won't be minions. No, there won't be minions, or there will not be a Walter White figure or from Breaking Bad.
Oh my gosh, that's
Oh
hilarious.
no,
Here's a good
no.
question. So
Yeah.
Christmas is coming up, and are you going to be gifting Infinity to friends or relatives or anything? Like I know I'm giving my.
Boy, do I have a surprise in store for you? Wait a
Yeah,
second.
I'm glad I came up with. Oh,
Good job, pirate. I don't
made
want
him. So Will, are you giving Infinity to anybody or
to. No.
no? Okay.
I don't have any kids or gamers to
You'll
really
get
buy
there
for.
next year.
Yeah.
See,
Oh,
the I got a couple of figures from my nephew, and he's got sacks.
So let's count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have like 15 Infinity figures that I'm bringing.
that
And I still have to buy more.
that you're giving away for Christmas presents?
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's awesome.
Yeah, so everybody's like gonna be like, oh, another figure.
What?
So yeah. I mean, just today, before I came here, I went to Toys R Us and got three Mickeys and one Aladdin.
Awesome.
So yeah, and now especially that today they had a get 2 for 20.
Oh,
So
good deal.
oh, and not just that, they also gave me a 1.0 power disc pack for
Which
each
you
figure.
which you still need, right?
Yeah, I need to complete my collection. I still don't have all the 1.0 power disc. Yeah, in fact, that was oh boy. I think the community team was the team most excited when they gave us, all the 2.0 figures. Because when they gave it to us, it's like this huge pack because we got them all the marbles at launch. So, and they also gave us all the power discs. Everybody was looking at the figures. I was looking at the figures, but Stuart, Patrick, and Tyler were like, "Are the power discs here? Are all the power discs here? Oh my gosh, all the power discs are here!"
That was Pirate's reaction because he was one of the lucky winners of the power disc at the summit. And like I remember Pirate, you and I were talking like at the summit, you're like, yeah, the figures and stuff, the star packs would be nice, but man, the power disc is really where it's at.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I remember asking Allison. I was like, it was because we had access to all of the Marvel and Disney power discs to use at the summit. I'm like, we get to keep these, right? That would be pretty awesome. But yeah, I was able to win a set of the Marvel ones, and I cannot like thank them enough because that trying to complete a power disc set in this day and age is a lot of moolah. So yeah, it's awesome to get those packs of everything.
What's your favorite power disc?
You know what? Darkwing Duck. I really want him in the game. So having 2 Darkwing Duck power discs I think is awesome.
Yeah, the rat catcher and the grappling hook gun.
Yeah, that and I'm any of the park ones like Main Street Electrical Parade is really cool. The float. Yeah, but yeah, as a toy box artist, and you know the sky domes and textures are where it's really at. Those are the ones.
Especially now I think my favorite may be the Lion King one.
Oh yeah, the song.
See when and now you have all of you have that song stuck in your head.
Yep. My wife kills me because.
Your favorite? Is that your favorite power disc?
Yeah. I mean, Skydome wise, I think like toy wise, I'll have to go with Ghost Riders, the whip. I love that whip. Yeah, I'm not gonna sing that song from at MNDNs. Oh, Devo. Yeah.
I think Will's favorite power disc is Sandy Claus costume, right?
It has to be.
That and the reindeer, of course. I'm almost embarrassed.
Yeah, the Santa Claus was pretty cool.
People know me too well.
That's awesome.
I mean, if that's your name in the forums.
It's true, right? It's my namesake. I have to go with it.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think going back to for Christmas, because this is our Christmas episode, I think it's great that you are given figures and things that you actually work. I mean, I give a figure. Oh, yeah, I work on that game. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's good, especially
even as a toy box artist. I'm giving figures out and going, yeah, I built some boxes. You download my stuff for me.
No, but yeah, it's really good, especially that getting those figures and the starter pack in Chile is really expensive. I'm talking about 1.5 times the price.
Whoa.
No, wait. I'm making the translation. I think the starter pack is over 100.
Phew.
I know! It's so
crazy.
expensive. So that's why when one of my best friends had his birthday and they had the game on Steam for like $25, it was like, yep. I'm
awesome.
gonna get it for him.
Awesome.
So we have an excuse to play online. Now, well, if some people are not gonna use the game, can I have the codes? Yeah, to give away. No, because for example, I'm bringing one for my niece, who is 1-year-old. She's not gonna use the code.
You'll be like, hey, you help her unbox it and like take it out of the packaging, and you just like slyly go in there and grab the code out.
As just come with a card? No.
Yeah. Card what? Oh, too funny. Pirate, you said you're buying some Infinity stuff for people?
Well, so Infinity comes out at weird times of the year, but there was no way for me to be able to get away with not giving all the Marvel stuff to my kids and to open up and play with them myself. So luckily, I like when the originals came out in November, because I can at least get through a month without with not having to give up and give them stuff. So my kids are getting on Christmas Day Merida, Stitch, Donald, and Maleficent.
Nice.
And our set will be complete besides all the stuff that will be coming out later. But I'm also giving my nephew is going to get Groot and Rocket, and my niece is going to get Tinkerbell. So
nice.
Sharing the Infinity love there in the gift giving is always fun.
Absolutely. And introduce new players, future toy box artists that Uncle Pirate can show them the ways.
Yar.
That's awesome. Well, listen, gentlemen, it's about that time to wrap up. Any kind of last minute things either that you want to say, Jose, or Pirate, you have for Jose?
Embarrassing question time. Go for it.
We get the list. So when are we gonna get the Jose Townsperson?
I wish there was one, so at least you can have all the fantasies of throwing me over a cliff.
Well, I hear the animal one's about as close as you can get, right? From the Muppets.
That was actually, I think it was Stuart's idea when we were doing the video for the summit. Like, okay, you're gonna be animal. I was like, I want to be Robin Hood. You're animal. Okay.
Animal has no choice.
No, that surprised me before the game came out. Just the amount of dedication the community would have to the game. Like they even froze up the picture at that exact same moment when they show the 5 townspeople. Car fighting, some townspeople confirmed. Or even the analysis of the cardboard castle. Oh,
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, no, it's just like, is it Naboo? Is it the Little Mermaid? It's like, no, this was a castle that was made before Infinity 1 came out. And we showed it because it looked cool. It looks cool in the office. That was the only reason. Then the amount of discussion, I'm like, I admit I gave a little bit of, but this kind of looks like to keep the discussion flames going on.
That's awesome. Throwing out Easter eggs that may or may not exist.
No, that unfortunately that was not a real Easter egg. No, I think my favorite was when they put the Gravity Falls trailer, showing the power disc, the interior decorations, and then somebody like put a freeze frame like really in the corner. Is that a Mabel Townsperson? It's like, wait a minute, you are right. Whoa. Yeah.
That was actually Will, but Will thought it was Agent P.
Shut up. Hey, I know my Gravity Falls now. It just took me a little while. It took that trailer to introduce me to the amazing, wonderful show known as Gravity Falls.
That show,
amazing.
Now we only need a Waddles townsperson.
Oh my gosh. Yes, we do.
Or a trader, and that would be the greatest.
Yeah,
and every time you pick it up, it goes wee wee.
It has to have a version of itself that is the Neil deGrasse Tyson version of Waddles. So
the suit variant.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, no. So yeah, that was a good one. Just the amount of dedication and analysis. It taught me to be careful because it's not because I don't want to talk about it. Right. Because I would really like, share all the things. But one part is like, legal stuff and everything. Then it's like also not trying to spoil the surprise. That's something that happened, when it was revealed what all the characters would unlock. But you don't know what it does.
Why don't you tell us then? I'm just kidding.
I won't. I'm just going to leave you this with a lingering doubt until you complete the collection.
Good to know.
And you get on that vehicle and see the awesome stuff that it does.
Ooh, it's a vehicle.
You know already. We all know already what happened. What happened with that.
Yeah.
Too funny.
I can't wait to unlock that. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
It's worth it. So no, geez.
So great.
And coming into the future, things are gonna get interesting.
That's awesome.
And the time is just flying by. Like the game came out only 2 months ago, but it feels like the third one's is gonna be right around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stressing you out. You got a lot of work to do, Jose.
Tell me about it. I can't talk exactly what I'm doing, but it's a big responsibility.
That's awesome.
So
we know.
On one part, it's awesome, but also, it's the pressure on my side. Okay, to make it as best as I can, to leave people, as happy. Like, this is the greatest.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah. It's a lot of stress. I tend to worry a lot too, so that has always come with the territory. So
that just means the finished product is going to be that much better because of it.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hope. These are all the things that I want to share.
Well,
Uh,
you know what? This isn't going to be the only time we have you on the show, and when 3.0 comes out, have you on, and then you can be like, oh, this, and this, all these amazing things that I've done. You can actually talk about it then.
Yeah, I know. Or even when this all gets announced.
Yeah, there you go. I like that. I'm gonna hold you to
Yeah,
that when some
that
things are
will be.
announced.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I don't know. When anytime you want me here, Will, just let me know. I'm easy to reach.
Awesome.
So you
Well,
know how to. And this has been fun. So
we've had a blast, and Jose can't thank you enough for not only just being in tune with us in the show, but also just the community as a whole. Everyone on the fans forum, the Toy Box artists, people like Pirate and Myagitis and Iridati, and everyone who that you are reaching out to. It's such an important part of keeping the game going, is having this community interaction with the creators of the game. So
okay, now you're starting, man. Now you're making me blush.
good. That's
No,
my goal.
not tears. It's liquid pride.
Yeah, it's like it's liquid pride.
Dust.
Dust.
Dust in the field.
I had to sneak a reference to My Little Pony somewhere.
There you go.
Boom.
Pirate Steven, did you have fun, buddy? It was nice having you back after such
to have me on after 2 months of absence.
I know, that's my fault. We can blame me. I need to just have you hosting the show without me sometime, just to get you on.
I know. I mean, there's that other awesome show Outside Infinity that you do a pretty good job with that as well. So
here's some movie magic. I think
Takeover.
I think that show was being broadcast as we were recording this one. So that's some movie magic for you.
Oh man, I bet you it gets a lot of hits too. It's a good show.
I literally am getting tweets about it right now.
Oh yeah.
Quote of the night from chat from Crystal Perry: Outside Infinity 2015.
Wow.
Look at that.
So what?
Take
Up
over
with,
this.
chat.
I might have to invite you to be on the show. Like, you got time? It's your turn in a rotation, Will. You should be on Outside Infinity.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'll clear up my schedule for you any day, Pirate.
Oh, totally. Yeah, no, always a pleasure.
Aww.
Always a pleasure to be on this show and have a lot of good times and hanging out with you and Jose. And come check us out on Disney Infinity Fans. Jose is there all the time, and you can check him on Twitter too. Everybody's very friendly. It's good community to and just to get information and
the camera. I find ways of telling everything. So
as far as Toy Box artists goes, I was doing the numbers today. 81% of the featured toy boxes have come from this forum, and
That's
there's
awesome.
no. There's no mistake about it. It's because of the sharing of knowledge and experience of building these toy boxes. So definitely check the forums out. There's a contest going on right now where you can win a PlayStation TV if you build a really cool toy box with the logo. So check out the forum and get the information on that.
Definitely.
You have to have it in by the end of the year, but yeah.
So you still have some time.
Yeah, why not build a toy box and get rewarded with a PlayStation TV?
Absolutely.
Now I have another song. Do you wanna build a toy box? No? Okay.
Have you seen that video?
Huh?
I'll post that video after this. I actually done that video.
Yep. Pirate himself, he's saying.
Do you want to build a toy box? So check that out on my Twitter feed.
It's amazing. Right. It's amazing.
I will check it. I will check it. I mean, if I ever go to Florida, I'll have to stop by.
Oh, totally.
And for playing this dance game that had that Let It Go. Do it freestyle.
Oh yeah, me and Dr. Logic Gate are gonna have a Just Dance 2015
awesome.
dance off. So
Let It Go. Let It Go. Let it go.
Who doesn't bother anyway?
Oh my gosh.
Been checking Amazon for the prices. Oh, it's gonna be on. We're gonna
I can't wait
for a live Inside Infinity.
And then we'll actually sell tickets to the greatest show on earth.
Totally. People will be making toy boxes out of us doing this.
Oh my
It's gonna be one of
god.
those things. It's gonna go viral and
It
stuff.
will.
Yeah.
That's how you're gonna make your name. It's not going to be through building toy boxes. It's going to be through dancing through toy boxes.
I'm gonna be like, yes, it went viral, 10 views.
Bucket list check.
I made a name for myself. Thanks, Will, for being on the show. It was a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you, Pirate. I appreciate it.
Did you have fun? Did you have fun, Will?
It was a blast, as always.
Did you get enough water, liquid?
I did. That's why I'm like, if I seem a little jittery, it's because my water is gone, at least from my water bottles.
Here. Have one from.
Oh, thank you.
Coke Zero.
Thanks.
Coke Zero, the official soft drink of Inside Infinity.
There you go.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, awesome, guys. Well, listen, Jose, thank you again so much for being on the show. It was a pleasure, my friend. Can't wait to have you back.
All right. Any more embarrassing questions, Parrot?
No, we'll come up with them and post them in Twitter.
Oh, come on. You know the question.
We'll get them out there. So
I'm gonna find the embarrassing video and post it.
that will be even better.
We already have one, the Ice Bucket Challenge.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Remember that?
All right. Well, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed our more or less Christmas episode. We're going to have Jose back. We're going to obviously have Pirate Steven back. Thanks again for watching. And until next time, we will be back after the first of the year with more episodes. So be on the lookout. But thanks, everyone, for tuning in this week. And we will see you very soon, very shortly. I can't use my mouse hand and wave at the same time. I can't cross the streams.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. We'll see you later.
15.